pulled this D15B2 out of my 91 Civic sedan and put it in this 93 Civic coupe. And I pulled the D16 Z6 out of this, and I'll be doing some engine work for it. And in the future, I'll be putting it in the 91 Civic sedan. So stay tuned if you want to see where that goes. But for now, we're just putting this D15B2 in here. Gonna put everything back together, put it in all working order. I'm gonna sell it, get some more money for the other car. That'll be awesome. What we're working on right now is just buttoning this up. I just went to the junkyard the other day and just picked up a V7 distributor. The reason I had to get a different distributor is because the Z6 was VTEC, and this is a non-VTEC motor, so I had to get a B7 non-VTEC distributor, which was this, or OBD1 at least, non-VTEC. And this is OBD1 non-VTEC distributor, and bolted right up to this thing. I just bought a P06 non-VTEC ECU for this thing. The reason I had to do that is because the P28 is a VTEC ECU. Same thing with the distributor, just like the distributor. P28 ECU is VTEC, and I had to get a non-VTEC or else, because on the back of the head right here is a VTEC solenoid. This does not have a VTEC solenoid, and it'll throw a code you don't want. You don't really want that, that'd be annoying. Plus you can never tell when another code is being thrown. So I just ordered the P06 non-VTEC ECU. Throw that thing in there. But the P28 ECU, I was told, will work. It'll just throw code. It'll be alright. It'll work for testing this thing. So I also went to the junkyard when I got that distributor. I also picked up this timing belt cover. And then we just got some connections back here. These connections I had to cut because they had gone bad. They had corroded. So I'm making a new one right here. I pulled these two wires right here out of some old ECU plugs that you get from the junkyard. These things are handy. Get these things from the junkyard. You can pull out each of these pins, and since where it was all fucking gross, it's like, look at that. I know it's hard to tell because of my shitty ass phone. I'll be getting a nice new camera soon, but for now, phone's got to work. It just started corroding, all the wiring starting to fray. Plus it came out of the plug completely, just completely ripped out of this plug. So got some new wiring, and it fits just in there, pretty snug. Just got to make sure it all lines up. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to solder it back onto the wire. But for now, let's finish putting these belts back together. We got all the belts installed, AC, alternator, and the power steering belt all installed. And we got this plug all soldered up. Just wrapped electrical wire, or just wrapped electrical tape around the wiring, and then just plugged it in, and it works. I got the intake box all back together. This thing, we had to get a new one from the junkyard. This thing had a bunch of, it's hard to explain what it is. It's like black, like the stickiest black stuff that you could think of, just covering all in this, all in the tubing. It was gross. I even tried to degrease the thing, did not clean it at all. So just got a better one from the junkyard that works just fine, and that looks a lot better than what was there. Got the battery connected and it's all charged up, so that thing will work just fine. And I also got the exhaust all connected. I still have to put on the bracket for the exhaust that's under the car, but I got everything. I had to pull each and every single one of these studs for the exhaust out of the Z6 head because this one did not have studs in it. I pulled them out and used aftermarket, like basically just bolts for the exhaust, for the headers. So I just pulled the studs out of the Z6, put it in this one, got it all together, car is literally just waiting on fluids and then a first start. The first start will be in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe the video, and stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.